for me, as an immigrant and as somebody who came from Mexico, whose parents sacrificed a lot to be able to come here, I've always had this search for home. And what I've realized is that even though we came from Mexico and came here, that home is not just a place, right? Home is a very important place for us to defend, especially now, but also home is a feeling that you get when you're able to put yourself out there, and the circle of friends that are here with me today and others that could not make it are here. And so for me, we need to make sure that we honor our home. We need to make sure that every child that's here with us today, every child in my neighborhood and our neighborhoods could have a place that they could call home, and not just for themselves, but for generations to come. And the reason that I decided to run with your support is because not many people, not many of my neighbors can really claim their houses as homes and feel like the neighborhood is being taken away from them. And so that's one of the reasons that I wanted to run, is to make sure that we could defend our home and that we could make sure that this is a place that belongs to us. And even though this may seem like this is a land that is not from us because we're immigrant or we came from the South, we have every right to defend our land. And this is a moment of truth for us in Chicago to make sure that we defend ourselves. For many of you who are here that were with me when we went against the University of Illinois for its racist politics and policies, for many of you that were with me when I was a teacher at Latino Youth and I was a principal at Little Village High School, where we saw students be able to not only come out of situations where they weren't able to graduate from high school, but actually be successful. And then I went to work at the White House with President Obama to be able to increase the high school graduation rates for students. The message that I kept putting forward every day was that the future of our country and the future of Chicago depends on Latinos. And if our future and the future of people that live in neighborhoods like Little Village, Bryant Park, and McKinley Park is the future of Chicago. So what I want to be able to do is demonstrate and be one of those folks that steps up in this moment in time to make sure that we have a future in our city, to make sure that schools are fairly and fully funded, to make sure that we restore services back into our city, or make sure that schools don't get closed, make sure we have health care, and make sure that the city budget is not on a balance on our backs, but that corporations are the ones that get to pay the bill to make sure that we're the ones that receive the services. So that's why I'm running, and that's what I need your support. I'm going to ask you to believe that this is something that we all deserve. I want to ask you that you commit to be able to work together. I want to ask you to believe that we deserve more and that we need new leadership in this district, and that we're going to come together to make it happen.